clap with our instruments in our hand, and it is not to clap for real, right? Let's give Liv another round of applause. Good evening and welcome to the Cimarron Middle School Winter Orchestra Concert. Look at all of your audience members out here. Isn't this amazing? Isn't it great to play for someone else besides us, right? Thank you all so much for being here. We've got every single sixth grader here this evening except for one that is out of town. When I went through and picked up name tags, there's only one, and we knew he wasn't going to be here. So good job, parents. Thank you for getting them all here. Thank you for being here. And you ready for our next song? Here we go. One, two, ready, you. Yes. So who's watching all of them while you're up here? Is just Higdon in charge? Just all by themselves?
Dad's in charge tonight. Mom's having mom night out. Mom's enjoying herself right now.
Good for mom. All right, our grand finale for our sixth graders includes our beloved principal, Mr. Schmidt, who came to rehearse today, and it's a good thing he did, because his first few takes were a little questionable, weren't they? Yeah. He started on the back of the page instead of the front of the page. But I think we've got it down now. So, Mr. Schmidt, are we ready?
As ready as ever. was the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out of the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. Tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away all, as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly. When they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my hand and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry, with his droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. And the beard of his chin was as white as the snow, the stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plumb and a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside at his nose and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like a down of thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight,